So, if you are like me and you struggle with ADHD and just having trouble with being productive, let me show you what I did to get myself from being a 2.7 GPA student to a 4.0 GPA student. And for proof, here is my economics grade from this term. Here is my human resources grade for this term. Here is my health grade for this term. Here was one of my elective grades for this term. Here was my anthropology grade for this term. And here was my math grade for this term. So the biggest thing, I set my entire workstation up completely for convenience, right? I kept my computer at eye level. I have my little energy drinks and my supplements in my little mini fridge. I have a printer right here. Usually it's more organized. I was just in the middle of getting some work done. And then my biggest thing was my whiteboard. So I looked up a lot of peer-reviewed studies on how to stay more productive consistently, right? The biggest piece of advice that I ever gotten was consistently giving your brain's reward system something to feed off of. So right over here on this whiteboard, I always put what I have to put as a priority and what I always have to put as a fill. So right now, obviously, we're basically done with the term. So I don't have a lot on this whiteboard, but every single week, what I did was basically I put whatever class I had for that week, whatever assignments that I had in every single assignment. Even if I was about to throw away the sticky note because I was done for that week, I would scribble off what I did and then I would move on to the next assignment. And I would move in between bigger assignments and smaller assignments. So let's say I had a 10-page paper I had to write. So maybe I would do like a couple of 5-question quizzes and then I'd move to the 10-page paper. So then my brain would still have something to feed off of. Another big peer-reviewed piece of advice that I got was the 5 minutes on rule to 2 minutes off. So I'd work on my computer for 5 minutes, and then basically for 2 minutes, I would scroll on my phone, I would do push-ups, I would go to the bathroom, I would do whatever, and I would work for another 5 minutes. Usually after 3 rounds of that, I got into sort of a rhythm, right, to where I'd be able to work on my school for longer periods of time and stay focused. My biggest thing that I learned was to follow a routine and stay consistent. Every single day for this term, my day looked like running, gym, schoolwork, work, running, gym, schoolwork, work, running, gym, schoolwork, work. Even when I worked a full-time job, right? It always looked like that. And my brain was specifically wired for it to look like that.